Hi there guys, welcome to another little video of the Aussie Whisperer. That's me. Obviously, if you watch my other videos then you know already now by now, or anyways, I got this little monster truck here. As you can see, it's a TXT-1 from Tamiya, and it's been built differently. I bought it from someone from Marketplace. Did not the body, because he had another body, and this body came with it, but I'm not into that classical car stuff. And but anyways, this I'm gonna sell this one. So it's this stuff is practically unbreakable. You can bang on it with a hammer, you can stand on top of it or whatever's. Obviously if you burn it then it will burn, but I mean for the rest, I mean this stuff is like indestructible stuff. So if someone buys this, then yeah, they're gonna get a nice little indestructible body. But anyways, I don't like that thing, but the body like this belongs in here. This is a Ford F250 Super Duty from Proline, and got some JC Concepts wheels and tires here. The wheels are also unbreakable apparently, and but I still have to finish the body, paint it, and things like that, but that'll all get sorted out. And I have to always put body mounts as low now. So let me just get it turning here, and obviously the body is not going to stay like that. It's going to be let's see, something like that. So and now what I did to the body is that I painted up some matte black on the edges here and around here, on the edge here as well. This actually also has to be, I think I'm going to paint it black or purple. I'm going to see what I'm going to do. I'm not too sure yet, so I just got it roughly painted up, and yeah, so that's going to be the body of this one. I was thinking of putting it onto my T-Max or my Summit, but they're still there. My Summit has already got two bodies. No, sorry, my Summit has got one body, the original, if you've seen it in the video, the red one. And sorry, my T-Max has got two bodies. So I decided, well, just keep it, or I was going to sell it, but I found this one, and well, yeah, I'm just it's pretty nice little setup. It's got a Castle brushless motor with what is it? A Sidewinder 3S LiPo, 15 volts ESC. It's also a Castle, and the thing is, what the guy did is that it's got HR Racing shocks, which the springs are inner shocks, so it's pretty cool. And what he did is that he mounted on the shock as a servo saver, but he had a small little arm on here, came up to about here, so I replaced it. Actually I had to take these two, swap them, these parts here actually for the steering and for the axle, for the drive shaft. I had to swap them around because this one is very, very low on this side, and but on this side it's a lot more higher, so I had to put a few spaces in between here, and just get it all nice and set up. And as well as the links here, they were loosened, well, not loosened, but they were, yeah, I just put in pieces of hydraulic pipes in between here, between the nut and when you screw it on here, and as well as these ones as well, so they don't flop around a bit. But anyways, it doesn't really hurt the suspension or anything, but still, it looks pretty cool when they're all nice and straight. And when the thing is that this was loosened a bit, you can even hear it a bit. Yeah, you can even see it moves a little bit, but it was like twice as bad by not tightening up everything. So I had that with my Ford Raptor, if you guys haven't seen it yet, let me just grab it. This one is complete and everything else. So same thing with the front and the rear. This one was very loose, but this one is actually all tightened up. Same thing what I did over here between the links. Another top tip for you guys. So if your axles are a bit loosened, just take off all your links and just take, I don't like rubber, don't use metal washers or something like that, because that will mess up your linkages. This one did have a little bit of metal, but it wasn't right. You can even hear this one. So it also has a tiny little bit of play, but it was much worse. So like I said, just take little hydraulic tubes, put them in between here on your ball joints, or on the out ends of the ball joint. Put it in and then just bolt it down, and you'll see it'll strengthen up your the axles, well, the axle housings, so and as well as the front and the rear parts, or the front and the rear axle, sorry, for all the parts in there. So and as well as let me just quickly grab my juggernaut. Okay. The juggernaut as well is that I did the same thing here. Behind the linkage parts. Get the camera into there. See behind here. Behind these, we connect them onto here. Just also put a little piece of rubber tubing. Just cut off a small little part, like 1.5, 2, 3 millimeters, something like that, and just put them over the ball joint. Click them on. And as well as your axles, everything is nice and tight, because what I had the problem is even the top part, the whole top part of the chassis and the body, it would move back and forth. So when you're driving, all that play and everything, I mean, obviously play on even a real car is not good, and you're going to wear out parts, something's going to break or something like that. And so then actually it's from my juggernaut that I had this idea from, hey, let me just see, because just see what happens, because on the shocks exactly the same thing, because when everybody mounts the shocks, they've got these small little orange rubber rings that you have to put in here. So because on the shocks as well, so when you mount them, they've got a little bit of play into them, see. But if you don't put on the rubber rings, and then there's a lot of play. Now there's at the top and the bottom as well. So so anyways, there's a nice top tip for you guys. But let me just quickly put this aside, because it's all about this modified TXT-1, and but as you can see, it's very, very well made. It's all aluminum. Well, except for a few little odd parts here and there, it's just a bit of plastic, but that's okay, you know. But for the main thing, for the main part, it's all aluminum. And can't wait to get this thing out on the trails as well. I just gotta get the electronics sorted out, and because he sent me the wrong receiver, and I'm gonna get another receiver from him. So anyways, and I'm over here on the rear and on the front. I'm going to make some body mounts for it and put the body on, and when it's all done, I'll make another video about it. But anyways, don't want to waste your time too much about this. thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, have fun out there. Please tell your friends or your family that like RC Red Control Car stuff about my channel. Subscribe to my channel. My videos, when I can, where I can, I do give some tips and tricks and things like that, and how to improve your RCs even in a cheap way. You don't need to spend a lot of money. Also with my lights, if you watch my other videos about the cars with lights in them and things like that, or even trucks, monster trucks, I also bought lights into them. So even my Raptor as well, it also has all lights in it and everything. So but when I'm taking them out in the dark or during the evening, obviously I'm going to put the lights on and make some nice videos about those things, but we'll get to that soon. So anyways, thank you very much for watching the video, and see you guys in the next one. Alrighties, take care, stay safe, have fun, and well, have fun out there on the icy trails. Alrighties, bye bye, see you next time.